Hey, how you guys doing? Lex. Yeah, so the IS-8, it's actually a kind of odd tank. I'm just gonna say it's really like the IS-3 if you guys see my video on that, but it's actually it has a little bit better armor. It's got 120 millimeters on the front plate, and then 80, and then 60, and then the turret's 201, and then I think it's 148, and then 150 in the back. I'm sorry, just 50 in the back. So 120 millimeters and 80 on the sides is not really that good, but it's angled, which means it's pretty good. I'm gonna say though that you have to use it in a weird way. So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of that gameplay. If you guys are interested in this tank, and you guys are struggling with it, I can show you some techniques with it in this game, which will make your survivability a little bit better. Yeah, so the gun on it does 258 penetration with 440 damage possible, which is crazy. The highest you can get with it is 530, which means if you load an HE round and shoot at artillery, it's done. But you don't need to. You can see here on the bottom, I do not have that loaded. So one of the best features to this tank is the fact that it does 50 kilometers an hour on flat ground. If you look at this, it's one of the fastest heavies in the game. The absolute fastest is actually the French line. So, but the 440 on this, and then the accuracy is .37, and you can see right there, making easy work of that guy. So the technique I'm going to show you is actually called front scraping. Now this is a great side scraper, but front scraping is a little different. And the reason why you need to front scrape with this is it basically makes this thing like an urban nightmare. So if you have hills and buildings to use, this thing's great. But if you have to go head to head with somebody, facing them, with your front directly at them is the worst angle you could possibly do. And I'm going to show you that. You'll notice here I'm kind of using this like the E100, except for the thing plays like a medium. You can see here I was actually able to flank, get I think it's 419 on the back of that guy, and then that guy's not really pinning me until there. So where he shot me is actually a weak point on this tank. If you shoot in those hatches there, it's actually a weak point. It's hard to hit though, especially from range. You'll see here I'm gonna nail this guy. Boom. And almost immediately after, the T-54 or T-57, it's T-54E1. I'm actually working on that, and so is Hectic Shots. We're gonna use that tank. It's a really fun tank. So here's an IS-4. You can see I face him directly, and I thought I would just be able to get a shot at him, and then I backed away immediately, and he's using high explosives, which basically says, it says a lot, to be honest. It says that he's either out of ammo or he's ammo racked. So there we go, boom. So I go over here and I use the speed, and I'm going to use that angle. You guys will see here, this is front scraping. So you just poke out just enough to where they could possibly track you or bounce your front plate. If you use it in any other way, they're going to pin you. 120 millimeters is just not enough, for tier 9s. And I've had tier 8s actually pin the front plate. So you can see here I missed this M103. I repaired my track so that he wouldn't be able to re-aim at me. And you can see he's focused on that right side of me because he doesn't think he can pin the front plate. So I load a heat round and fire, but the T-54 flanked him, which was actually good. I didn't take no damage from that, so I was happy. I didn't take no damage. That's good teamwork. I flanked, he flanked. Good teamwork. And so yeah, driving along here, using my speed. You do have to be careful because you can get up going so fast that if I was to not slow down right here and get air, I could basically kill half my crew or take my health down by half, which I've done before, not paying attention. It really doesn't seem like you're going very fast in this tank. So there's 3 tank killers, which in the beginning I didn't really say it, but this week has had some terrible matchmaking. I don't know if it's just because there's more people on or what, but it's been terrible. The matchmaking has been absolutely horrendous. So going along here. And from what I remember at this point, you can see that I'm always using that angle on it, where I'm actually giving them my side a little bit more than I should. You can see here, he does exactly what I was telling you. Look, he tracks me instead. And of course this guy right here blocks me in, you know, but it's a good thing because the tortoise was more focused on him there for a second. I end up firing for no reason, you know. And here we go. So here's some classic sportsmanship from this game. This guy actually sent me a message saying that I prevented him from getting his mark of excellence, but you can clearly see he was blocking me, so he tried to get me killed, to be honest. He blocked me from backing up, and it's just ridiculous. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that, you know, recently in the last week, like January, you know, like New Year, I've been running into people that like sending me hate mail. They probably block me as well. It's been pretty bad, actually. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this like review, and have a good one. Later.